This is actually what I was wanting to check out, though. Sorry, back to this. MonteCristo and BDS Adam Beef. I just saw this today. It's pretty hot. It's pretty hot. So this Reddit thread basically popped up, and I read it. No pun intended. And what happened was this. Apparently, G2 played BDS, and then Monte posted. I think it's clear as day G2 scrims were leaked to BDS. No way in hell that BDS would have had their bot lane at red buff on blue side at 130 otherwise. It's funny that G2 scrim opponents think that the only way to beat them is to surreptitiously leak their lane swap strats. So, you know, naturally I'm like, okay, let's this is the first time I'm actually going to see this myself. Let's go take a look at this particular game that Monty's talking about. He's saying that somebody leaked scrim strats to BDS, so they basically got an unfair advantage. So that made me feel like, oh shit, this must be like pretty intense, right? So we're going to go to the early game. And the first thing that you're going to notice, by the way, the first thing that you're going to notice is this is like a really obvious lane swap draft. It's Jinx Lulu with Sion. How many times have we seen this? We saw it at Worlds. T1 did this. My team did this in spring 2023. So 1 year ago. Let me see if I can remember. It is 100 versus TSM 2023 spring. Let me show you guys how old this particular strategy is. Like, we did this strategy where we actually failed to fully execute the strategy, but the strategy goes like this. This is a year old, by the way. BB said it was obvious after they picked on. I mean, bro, like, come on. This is over a year old. This is 1 year ago, and my team, we did this strategy, right? Where we full invade and we split map with Sion and we use him to dive. So anyways,
I wouldn't mind seeing them try and
let's watch what Monty's saying.
Give that control to Ice and Labrov, and at least with the early vision control going down, they will be aware of exactly what the plan of action is here. But in the
let's
early stages, as long as
speed it up a bit.
You can get control of the push in the early stages. So Shale going up towards his top side means that there's very little likelihood that Shale can really contest in towards his bottom side of the map to go for any jungle camps.
I wonder if they're going to counter invade. You have a lot of CC. Sion and the brush is deadly. Sheo spotted out through mid. G2 hovering around the top of the vision here. Watch this player. Sheo has skirted through the brush, so BDS might be able to collapse. Ice and Labrov are here. They don't expect it, and Mickey has to flash away. Now Yike and Broken Blade are in trouble. Flash from Yike. Caps tries to breathe, but he can't. Nork and Broken Blade decimating smash down. That is first blood.
Okay, so let me explain what's happening here. G2 is going for a split map lane swap. Their bot lane matchup is completely unplayable. So you have to first understand what's going on here. This is like a horrible matchup. You don't usually pick Jinx unless you're looking to do something to get her out of the early game. And in this case, they're doing a lane swap. So BDS reads the lane swap. Like I said, this is over a year old strategy. And the lane swap is for two things. It's to put the carry top laner behind against Sion, because this guy's not going to be able to farm against Sion. And the second reason why you would do it is Jinx Lulu gets shit on by Varus Ashe. So you want to dodge this matchup early until you get to the point where it's stable. So pretty much like Zerka Greaves, it's pretty stable.
Deadly.
So that's why they're doing this. And BDS read that, and they sat in their jungle and countered the invade and got a lead this way. Okay. I don't think it's that crazy. That's that, like, already I'm just think like, what the fuck is Monty saying? But then it gets like even more crazy. BDS risked the whole game. What are you saying? On that idea that G2 actually go to enemy red. Yeah, they do. They do. They make a read. They take a risk. Adam himself is thinking, is the Sion inting enjoyer? He did the first thing where he clears camps with the jungler. Yep. Is lane swapping the only way to get around the bot lane? Yep, pretty much. Otherwise, you're going to get shit on. Keeping vision on level 1 moves the entire time, literally as they're moving, is leaking strats. Okay, whatever. I mean, like, basically, you guys can, you know, talk about the risk assessment all you want, but I think it's extremely obvious when you lane versus Jinx, Lulu, Sion comp that they're going to lane swap. Adam says, you are actually so fucking delusional. Shout out to Labrov calling the lane swap angle the moment G2 locks Sion. Besides that, we also know what's going on in other leagues. We saw the NIP game. Our adaptation on game 1 was full on Labrov instinct that we listened. Get a life. So Adam is like pretty upset, obviously. because he's being called like a scrim leaker and essentially a cheater. And the only way that BDS would be able to win is by getting scrim strats leaked to them. And then MonteCristo says, you might be right. If you had fully prepared for it, you might not have picked Aatrox and played like shit. Dude, this is like the worst look for Monte. This is the worst look for Monte. I swear. What is this response? He's like, yeah, you might be right that you didn't get leaked scrim results and just used critical thinking, but you played like shit on Aatrox. So how about that, huh? How about that? Hold that L. While it happens and not denying it can be the case, I doubt it was the case here. Sion Jinx Lulu blind is a pretty big tell. That's the biggest understatement of the year. Sion Jinx Lulu blind is like int, unless you're going to do lane swap. Especially post NIP versus FPX game 4. If this was pre-recorded drafts, I agree they would have made the adjustment. BDS with the only players who have never played a swap? No. What? Guys, this is so crazy to say. BDS isn't playing a swap. BDS is counter-stratting a swap that is 100% obvious. I need to recheck comms. I need to check comms for mic check still, but from what I was told, Labrov called it that there would be a swap during Champ Select after seeing San and Lulu. He had seen the LPL match too. So there's other reasons and very recent matches of the same strategy. Wouldn't say for sure that it was a leak. Get real. They probably heard that GT was lane swapping in scrims, called it in comps. They aren't going to say, hey, it is just like we were told from scrims and Champs like, dude, Monte's actually going full on conspiracy mode, no? Isn't this like, yeah, this is like legit like flat earth theory type of copium. I think it's okay to not double down on something that you said and instead say, okay, you know, I was wrong in the heat of the moment. Like that was like pretty uninformed. That was pretty troll. You know, like that's like sometimes what I say when I say something completely brain dead. I'm just like, oh shit, no, that was pretty troll. You know, my bad. Okay, I was, you know, that was not it. Like, but he's like hard doubling down on it. Nobody is right and nobody is wrong. Both cases could happen. That's the most conspiracy theory Twitch chat I've seen in a while. Bro, this is completely insane what he's doing. He's like tripling, quadrupling down with no evidence. You know how damaging it is? Do you know how damaging it is to a team or even a player to accuse them with no basis whatsoever, with no evidence at all of cheating? Like, that's just completely unacceptable. If you have like a platform with fans and people who listen to you as an expert within the scene, in my opinion, MonteCristo has been so out of the scene. He's no longer even remotely like a reputable source for competitive, like, you know, commentary. But I still think there are people who just purely based on his name would be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. BDS cheated. That's how they beat my favorite team, G2. Okay, so this random person says, if they really knew about the lane swap, it would make BDS's response straight up laughable. Trust me when I say a player knowing they would swap who has never actually played a swap is exactly what this fucking looks like. Dude, you can know the strategy is coming without having Adam played this strategy before. BDS did this same strategy. They were the team that they played Sion and they lane swapped themselves. It's like MonteCristo just like didn't look into anything. Did they not? They never played it a single time. I'm pretty sure somebody up here said that they did. Oh, and BDS lost the game? Wait, what? Wait, what? They lost the game? I mean, losing the game is completely irrelevant, actually. I don't even think you should factor that in if you have, like, real evidence of someone cheated. If someone cheated and they still lost the game, it doesn't change the fact that they cheated, but this is the inverse. It's like, you're accusing them with, like, no evidence. Adam is known for playing Sion and... Oh, okay. It's that he's known for playing Sion and inting level 1. I see. Huh. Are you for real? You are so disrespectful. Get a grip. You are not the guy you think you are. That might have struck a nerve and he got blocked. Oh my god. Hey, this guy actually said it in a really, really funny ass way. Yo, dude, get a fucking grip, dude. The losing part is worth talking about because it comes off that like Monte would be mad if they lost, but they didn't even lose. He's saying BDS's response, having never played against the swap, is exactly what is shown here. But what does that matter? It's completely irrelevant to what people are saying. Okay, guys, just put yourself in the shoes of a professional team for 1 second. Somebody on your team says, "Oh, I think they're gonna do the Scion swap strategy. This is like really, really high chance with this draft that they would do that." It doesn't matter if let's just give Monte benefit of the doubt. Maybe BDS has literally never in their whole lives counter-stratted the Scion swap. Right? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt for this one. Assume that you are BDS, you've never played against a strategy in your life. And somebody on your team says, in this case, Lebrov, I think they're doing the Scion swap strategy. And how we're going to counter it is we're going to sit in our jungle and wait for them to invade, because that's what every single time that somebody does this strategy, that's what they do. Right? And so where is like the disconnect? Where is the disconnect here? This is so what Monte's saying is that they played like in this case, BDS played this situation out badly. Maybe they did, you know, maybe they got the early kills and they played the rest of the lane swap situation out really badly. That doesn't mean that they cheated. That definitely doesn't. That doesn't even like point to them cheating at all. They've definitely played against it in scrims, but they did play the game poorly. Yeah, but how does that mean that they cheated? The two don't correlate at all to me. Don't most teams scrim each other? I mean, yeah, but whatever. I think Monte's being incredibly delusional about this. And the thing is, if you're gonna make such a serious accusation against a player and against a team, you really should have a lot of evidence that, you know, because like in another world where this is an extremely like people believe these accusations, guess what happens to BDS after this? Top teams don't scrim them. It fucks that team over. I think in this case, a lot of people are coming to back up BDS, so they don't get fucked. But in another world where the community is on the side of the accuser with no evidence, that team gets screwed. They don't get any good practice anymore because people are afraid of them, you know, leaking or getting leaked strategies. It's just like an unfair reputation that they get. What if it is true? XCD, dude. Yeah. What if I fucking like, what if I like, it's, I don't know, fucking abuse animals? Like, what if I'm just like an evil person and I type like racist and vile shit on my alt account 24/7 off of stream? Bro, like, you could just make up anything about anybody and then somebody would be like, yeah, it might be true. It's like, get real, dude. Just get real. Caught. Yeah. So caught. My alt is Bansar Dragon. Okay, so this guy said, the Reddit comment here says, BDS cheated. Adam says, no, we didn't. Monte says, yeah, well, you played bad. What the fuck is this? Crazy that anyone takes this dude seriously. It's the same shit as Thorin and Nuke. Thorin, Nuke is only having a miracle run now. He'll fall off next split. Nuke, we've been top 3 for 6 splits in a row. Thorin, yeah, well, you're ugly and look like BoJack Horseman. Bro. This is like classic, just like you can't ever be wrong. type of mentality. You know, I think I'm wrong all the time. I'm the CEO of being wrong. I say stuff and then I take it back. I change my opinion. I say things most of the time without thinking, and then I'm like, oh shit, okay, new facts came up. I'm changing my opinion. This is like classic, like you just have a take and you will stand by your take no matter what. I feel like a lot of the times when people get proven wrong, it's not really like that they themselves are like not okay with the new information, right? It's not like, in my opinion, it's not like Monte, and I guess in this conversation, Thorin is like opposed to changing their mind. It's more like they don't want to be made a fool in public. My streamer is aware, no ego. No, I mean, I definitely have an ego, but I'm also like okay with being wrong. You know, when you people have refused to admit they're wrong, it's really about like not letting people disrespect you in a way. Does that make sense? Like people like in my opinion, like Monte feels disrespected publicly that he was sort of like called out by all these people for making shit up with no evidence. And because he feels so disrespected, he gets like really defensive about it. Yeah, he's just insecure. But yeah, let's see here. Here is some of them. Here's some of the Thorin stuff. Monte and Thorin are completely insane characters. Okay. I got to look at this one now. I mean, like, I didn't even know we were going down deep in the rabbit hole. Congratulations to Nuclearint, who is my MVP for the series. Mad Lions couldn't have won it without you and the full skill set you put on display. This is the difference between me and you. This is Nuclearint responding. You are the biggest dog in this industry. I'm just a humble player that tried to improve and be a good asset for a team in League of Legends. So before at me and saying this go deeply, fuck yourself first of all, and second of all, you can indeed suck my dick. We will see each other next split again for some Twitter interaction. Dude, there's no way. There's no way. Oh my god, that's so funny. That is, dude, Nuke. I think Nuke just. Yeah, no, I'm his fan now. I just had to hit him with a follow. Like this is just so based. This is so based. So funny. I won't tell you to go fuck yourself today. You must be tired from fucking your team for so many hours. Bedtime for you now, loser. Then you can dream about those titles you are going to win in your mind. Oh my god, they're going in. For someone who looks like a horse, Nuke sure likes calling other people animals. Now say it without crying. Dude. Upcoming Nuke cameo in Arcane, and it's BoJack Horseman. Oh my god. Thorn's going in. I hope Nuke is savoring these months, because sooner or later he is going to be back on a normal team. It will be back to reality for him. Lol, suck my dick. Adam, is this the same Adam from BDS? You are a disgrace to the ecosystem. Leave my boy alone. Oh my god, man. They're cooking each other. I think Thorin is incredibly pathetic. I can't deny that some of the shit he says is mad funny though, but he is a really pathetic human being. Oh my god. This is the culmination of the downward spiral that Monte has been on for some time now. I didn't even know Monte was like still in the scene, you know, for the last like 5 to maybe like 7 years. I have not seen a word from him. Anyone who has watched a single stream of his would tell you he sounds like a scorned wife. I don't know. I never watched his stream. Ensuring that his comments stay on the bleeding edge just to stay relevant. I mean, yeah, I mean, I kind of get that vibe sometimes from certain people as well. Certain people. Oh, because Overwatch died, huh? I see. I see. He's getting drunk in his cabin yapping on Twitter. I don't know, man. I don't know anything about what these people have been up to. Monte is kind of losing his professionalism lately. Making accusations of leaking strats with no basis can be potentially very damaging to someone's reputation. Yo, thank you. Holy shit, someone is saying like what fucking everyone is thinking. Then he doubled down in the replies and in summoning insight. Lately, laughing emoji. Monte holding on to League Esports is like high school ex contacting every Xmas drunk. Oh, okay, yeah. Even though it's been 15 years you last saw. You should have seen his Twitter over the year plus after Overwatch didn't re-sign him. It's starting to get really pathetic from him. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought he was at Overwatch League. He's still the 40-year-old wearing his high school Letterman jacket 20 plus years since high school. It's like the Napoleon Dynamite, like the uncle who's like constantly talking about his like football years in high school. I think Overwatch League got a isn't Overwatch League done? I feel like I saw that news. Uncle Rico. Monte and Thorin are trying to be like Cato, trying to stay relevant. Yeah. I kind of get that vibe, I'm not gonna lie. It's just like really weird. It's like really weird behavior. What does this guy say? Monte owning a team with Chris Badawi took a person overseas for botched sex reassignment surgery that left her permanently scarred and in constant pain before her death at 24. He was either away and then equally culpable, or he was unaware and so horrifically negligent to his players on his team. Every day this man stays in relevance is a disgrace. Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough about the situation, but Ramilia did come out and say that she had a botched surgery that was paid for by Renegades, Badawi. I don't know anything about the situation. I'm not going to say anything about it. It's like some serious stuff. The one that talks, this guy said that they're human cockroaches.